A local nonprofit organization has made it their mission to provide a hands-on, fun-filled adventure and learning for children and families through cultural exhibits, educational programs, and events in arts and sciences. They have a big reveal at a big event coming up, and you don't want to miss it. All the details are coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Jeremy Morady, and here today we've got Carrie Falwell, who is the Executive Director, and Eddie Kleisler, who is the Senior Director for Explorations 5. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So what do you got for us today? I know you guys are always full of exciting stuff coming up. You're coming up with new programs and whatnot, so lay it on me. What do you got today?
Well, for several years, well before I came on, we have an annual event called Night at the Museum. And it's the one night a year where grown-ups get to take over the museum. There's no kids allowed. They get to come in, they get to play, they get to dance, they get to eat, they get to drink, and we get to raise money to do all that great stuff that you said we do in the beginning.
That sounds fun.
It's a lot of fun. And this year, on May 19th, in addition to all of that fun stuff, we're also featuring the Alex Lopez Band, which is a local blues rock band. They're going to play live all night. The Red Door is catering the food, and we're going to reveal the museum's next 20-year vision.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a pretty big step there. I mean, you know, looking ahead 20 years, well, look back for us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about where everything's come from the beginning to now. I mean, that's been a big step.
So Explorations 5 is 27 years old. And it started, Christy Yurchek is our founder, and she was a local mom, and she had had the privilege of going to other places and seeing other children's museums and saying, hey, I think we can do this. I think we can do this in Lakeland. And some of her parent friends got together and they said, oh, I can give some money here and I can do this. And it was purely grassroots. And they got enough money together where the first building was just down the street from where we are now. We were still in downtown. It was just a smaller location. They ran that for from 1991 to 1999. And in 99, all the swans you see around town were our capital campaign. So that was something that the board of directors and George Ann Carlton really put together, and that raised the money for us to buy the historic Crest building in downtown Lakeland, and we opened that in 2000.
Well, I think it's great. I mean, all the programming that you do, you guys come by and share with us all kinds of different activities that you do with the kids. One of the things I think gets kind of passed over sometimes is the bigger picture that Explorations 5 has played in really with the downtown redevelopment that happened back in the early 90s. For a lot of folks that don't remember, downtown was pretty rough. It's not what it looks like today. And you guys really played a big part in that.
Yeah, the more I learn, I'm new to the area, but the more I learn about the downtown revitalization, the more I realize how exactly what you said, how big of a part Explorations 5 played. And Explorations 5 is one children's museum in an industry, so we're a member of the Association of Children's Museums. And Children's Museums is the fastest growing cultural institution in the country because they can do just that. They can validate that a space is safe, and they're a community gathering place where it doesn't matter what your economic income is. It doesn't matter if you're typically developing. Everyone's on the same playing field, and there's something for everyone to do. So it's a gathering place. It's a melting pot. It's a melting pot, and it's somewhere. For us, where Central Florida can come explore the world around them.
Oh yeah, and that's a blast to do it. Well, take us into Night at the Museum for folks that haven't been to it before. What can you expect to see? I mean, in all of these different things that you kind of hit on there at the beginning, but I want to get a little bit more into it.
Yeah. So Night at the Museum is, this year it's a little different. So we have blocked off Kentucky Ave. I'm so sorry for anyone trying to drive around downtown just between Main and Cedar.
Happens.
And we are putting up a huge tent on Kentucky Ave. So it's going to be totally seamless from inside to outside. The band and the food and the dancing and the reveal will all happen on Kentucky Ave, which I really love, right? This is our downtown square. There are cities across the country that would give an arm to have a downtown as beautiful as us and that beautiful square. So we're going to honor that and do the reveal outside. And inside, full access to the great programs. And Eddie, who has many hats, is also getting the building a bit of a facelift. So why don't you talk about some of the new things they'll see?
Yeah, the museum is going through a lot of changes right now, not only in the exhibits, but with the facility in general. We're really giving the whole place a new makeover. And our programming rooms are completely being revamped right now. They're going to have a new modern look to them. We're just trying to continually improve the place. Our exhibits, we've been going through a transformation on the first floor with recent new exhibits like our First Responders exhibit. And most recently at our Child Fest, we opened up our totally new area for a tot spot for younger children and their caregivers. So that's a whole new dynamic area that we just completely redid walls, took walls down, put up walls, and made a beautiful spot for young families to enjoy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, lots of new things. We also have a collection, a curated collection of VSA art. VSA stands for Very Special Art, and it's a national program. And these are children with special needs, and it's a range of whatever that need may be. And part of their outlet or their talents are in art. So we have a beautiful curated collection. We are going to display pieces from that collection at night at the museum. So that will be definitely something to come by and see. Not only because we're a museum and we like that we can house art, but we love that it was done by kids, and we love that kids who may get to feel a little different get to feel special that night.
Now, does that come from local kids, or is this a national type program?
Well, there is a state version of VSA, but there is a national organization also. So this particular exhibit that was curated came from the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. And so we now own it, and there's a work of art from every state in the nation, from a child from that state. And so we love to bring out portions of it at different points in time so that we completely rotate the pieces so that people can get it. There's three-dimensional pieces and painted pieces and photography. So we completely rotate these things around so people can get a feel for this kind of art.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, just another way that we get to highlight how
Oh, yeah.
incredible kids are.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that sounds like an exciting time.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So,
Please.
okay, for folks wanting to come out, can they buy tickets ahead of time?
Yes.
Get them there?
Please buy tickets ahead of time. You can do it on our website, or you can do it by walking in or calling the museum. Our website is explorationsv, as in the Roman numeral 5, explorationsv.com. Tickets start at $75 a person. It's all inclusive.
Okay.
Food, drink, activities, anything you want, and we are accepting sponsorships.
So on top of your night at the museum, getting to be that time of year, summer's coming around, school's getting ready to get out, kids acting crazy, I know mine are. You have some summer camps coming up.
We do.
So you want to touch on that just a little bit?
Yeah, our summer camps run through the summer after school lets out. We have a weekly theme, different from one week to the next, whether it's gizmos or Shark Week is all about water science, and so it changes throughout the summer. And there's different age groups. We have the younger kids in a storybook camp and the older children in the summer camp, Camp Explorations. And it's really a very vibrant activity that we do, and very unique in this area.
All right.
We actually reimagined our camp experience this year, and Eddie's being very humble, but he's reimagining the physical space that the camp will happen in, giving the kids access to what they need and to be design thinkers and to be makers, and something that he's passionate and really talented in. And our education team is reimagining what it is to inspire kids, and what themes are we going to do. And we want to fight that summer slump, that summer slide that our educators are so worried about. And we're going to do it by talking about gizmos and sharks, because you can teach reading and writing on any topic. We're just going to make it a whole lot of fun.
Sounds good to me. Well, we're going to leave folks hanging, because I want to have you back next month and really dive down into some of the details.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and we'll get some more on there. But
Okay.
thank you guys so much for coming by and sharing that, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for Night at the Museum and your big reveal.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Explorations 5 Children's Museum invites you to their Night at the Museum for their big reveal. Join them Saturday, May 19th, starting at 7 p.m. at 109 Kentucky Avenue in Lakeland for an evening of music and culinary delights where the big reveal is revealed. Help create a sustainable future for the museum to provide hands-on educational exhibits and programs in the arts and sciences. For more information and sponsorship opportunities, give them a call at 863-687-3869 or look them up on the web at explorationsv.com.